just kind of going back and forth. But now the back's against the wall to get the spike planted and know that the guard is going to be here.
Yeah, the double back from the guard as well. They rotate off for just a second, but they read it so beautifully. Nothing inside the link, nothing out towards long. Now, look, because Zeldris can't be the first one, you can't be on your front foot. Good flash in the backside. That'll slow things down for a second. 35-second Haunt comes out. Aftershock to follow. Good fault line. Finds the stun, and the shots will land onto Tex. Meanwhile, damage still flying, and the Bulldog still biting as Jonah will find another for the team. Util dumped back site, and OREsports struggling here to get onto this B site. Sure, they've assumed the position long, but that's all they've done. And 21 HP is where VNS started. This is where he'll end. No, instead it's...
Everybody playing far back, though, on this defensive site. The darts should be able to get some information. Good combo here with the C's, but doesn't turn into a kill.
And the nade was just a second too late there on the C's. And like you said, no kills found. However, Zeldris does find his way into the kill feed. Trent low on HP, but he'll look to take another duel for himself as he plays the high-low. And Zeldris is just dancing. He's just cutting a rug, unfortunately.
Ultimate trying to play it faster, right? But when we hear the ultimate is trying to clear out that side and towards mid, it doesn't manage to do too much, though. The lurk here. Cornelius is going to enable that lockdown to be available. Clearing out some space, and this is what OR have been trying to do.
Spike down.
Okay, Net the martyr there. Looking to catch somebody off by the Valorant. Actually blocks him off, and yeah, the spike is half. Somebody has to make a decision here. Somebody has to push aggressively. It's the paint shells. That's the decision. But the defuse is...
Not easy to do. A little bit of a crossfire early on. Still the numbers for the guard.
And the problem with the guard, though, is they're all coming from the same spots here. Everybody from spawn, and the cross is set up. Fragment goes out. Util starting to get dumped here. Liren Joan already dealt with. Okay, I said there's a problem, but maybe not this Nilly. That Hunter Shiri comes through, so the lockdown won't have any contention in the next couple of rounds, but won't be had for the next couple of rounds. And the guard just doing the guard things here. Again, refusing to give up his Nilly. He finds two for himself. The spike is planted. They're a player down here in OREsports. The weaponry, not the best in the world here for Jonah. He's going to be next up to take this fight with Trent, and he's the next one down. Battling low as that turret is dealt with. Nilly going to try and hold on. A Killjoy versus Killjoy. Net out on top, and there's just so much again from this guard.
There's an operator still all the way back.
Ooh. Yeah, things you hate to see at the start of the round. Fragment goes out. It's going to force a few players back. They know that Nilly's stuck in the corner, and they'll push him. And the lockdown as Tex will keep his teammate alive. No, Jonah P will just do it himself. It's the full house between Jonah P and Tex. This good shock dart. Zlear just so low. Rolling Thunder comes through. Deals with the members. Trying to push on through. VNS, fortunately, also at the butt of that one. Knives are out. Valen gonna find that kill. Tex will fall, but Trent's still battling forward. The guard are still battling forward. Down to the last two here. And Zeldris, as he dies in back halls, Jonah can only hope to pick up the pieces as the Cosmic Divide subsides. There's a stun here in just a few seconds, but he's got to fight his way to the spike. And Trent, when some of these players are still finding their way, but it's a good start here. They deal with the first one. They only get traded a little bit of damage. Fragment comes out. Shock Dart stops the plant. And it's starting to fall apart once more. A flash to the Cosmic Divide. Zeldris, unfortunately, going to get backstabbed as he tried to turn around. He couldn't quite win the duel, but the trade is there. So 3v3 is where we land as the stars come down once more. And Net wants to play inside. Has a turret. Has an alarm bot. Can maybe stop this plant. The cross being held. Nilly with a good kill. Make it two. This is a winnable round. But Trent can do Trent things here. Nanoswarm onto the spike. Player main. A player dug out there. Cubby. That one dealt with. The player main dealt with. Oh my god. Trent made it look. To Jonah P again.
It seems like the Astra. And that was the indication even before hearing anybody on Link. Jonah P already knew where this round.
And this guy a one-man machine. Not a play on the KO, but actually a one-man machine. He's just holding them in place. There's no way that OREsports can deal with the bot. It is Jonah P. 3 kills on the round. The last two sure are still there. But with 13 seconds on the clock, they have to get that spike planted. They have to defend the lockdown, but they can't. The spike has fallen. VNS is no
mid, making sure nobody was going to make that push. And this is something that he likes to do on the Astra on this map, just going for a lurk even after that spike gets planted and getting some right timing. But it doesn't matter. The flash, the combination of utility just seems to be good enough.
more. And if you're OREsports, what can you do? Boombot goes out for information. Doesn't find a whole lot. Push inside the smoke, and BNS already dealt with. Dash away to safety. The long-range battle goes the way of Jonah P.
No, 3 of those stars. Just doing anything to slow down the guard for what could be the last round, but there's phantoms in their hands and a couple of players as well. Nearly low.
Spike down.
Jonah though, good answer.
And that's a great answer. That's everything you needed from Jonah. A beautiful stun. He capitalizes off the back end. He finds a 4. Tech's still alive, but only for a moment.
Nowhere to run.
Here comes that Hunter Shuri. Oh, and there's just nowhere to go for BNS. He's just completely corralled, as the Boombot will also be dealt with. Paint shell's out and over the top, but the site has been assumed. Tex, he didn't need the orb to find his ultimate. He's now got it in way of kills as Nilly creeps on up. He grabs a kill onto net. He'll now have to deal with Jonah P, and the rest of the squad are pushing through, and Jonah's just running and gunning, as it's all up to Lear with a Vandal. Zeldris with an Operator in a 2v4. Zeldris will look to take the high ground. His head is spotted. The body is shot. Then it's Jonah P. It eventually falls. 1 kill now away from the paint shells. The swing from the knives. And Tex takes matters into his own hands. And the guard will close the book here. It will go down and the crunch will come through. But the guard are ready for it. 2 players watching the flank here. And the bullets are flying, but the bodies are starting to drop, and unfortunately, it's not in favor of OREsports. I don't know what flavor we're getting here. It's not a good one for the defense. It's red here for the guard, so I'm assuming something cherry, something strawberry, maybe something watermelon as we close it out. It's 4 kills.
About it, the orbital strike is gonna get invested. Nobody though is gonna get caught in it.
Oh no, shot, Nilly falls asleep. No way. Trent does it again. They just look to take the fights. The blast packs make things a little weird. Zeldris tries to find the spam. Incendiary at his feet, though. It's going to force Trent forward, but, I mean, at this point in the round, what do you even do? Net going to get caught on the flank, so this one may be a bit more digestible. No. OREsports, they just want to save.
Oh, and immediately backing up, right? You have 3 players. It was still doable, but that positioning from the guard just a little too strong, and hunting for the kills as well.
Yeah, on the hunt.
I can't save the skin, please.
Oh. Okay. But they need to find a kill. They're trying to play together. They've all backed off the site, and the guard are happy. They're happy with that.
Even with those seekers, right? It's so difficult. Even an incendiary kill from far away.
He wall. No. What was that wall? Somehow, someway, an incendiary kill happened, and it's forced OREsports to once again save. Jonah P gonna make sure it's only 2 rifles instead of 3. Net now looking to go aggressive. No way. Shots through the wall. I mean, the read is just
in the hands of the defense. 3, potentially 4 ultimates available. And an early pick. Good way to start it off, though. Again, gets traded. Trend ready for it. There's actually 2 of those players for OREsports playing inside of the Viper's pit. It means the only one is going to be up close here, but we talked about those ultimates. So many of them were available. So many of them are going to be invested, actually. The numbers, actually, for OR in what feels like forever.
And Jonah P, the linchpin in this round, though. It's going to take a long rotate if the guard want to get back out towards B. And yes, if he could find this kill, it would be absolutely huge in confirming this B hit. But he doesn't. BNS wins the duel. Nilly inside his pit. Gonna spot the barrel, spots the arms, and takes him down. Or
for the guard, everybody can hold an operator at any point, and you just have to be ready for it.
Yep. You just have to absolutely give respect to the op here. Orbital strike in response. Let's clear things out. Close showers. Meanwhile, out towards short. Trent and Jonah P making quick work of the defense. But speaking of quick, look at this flank. It's so fast. Trapping Jonah P here on the site for a second as Jonah 6 works his way on up. He'll find his kill, but
it seems so clean. We got to see last week, and then we get a little bit more today.
I've got your
Jonah v Jonah, and Jonah comes out on top. Sky v Sky, and Sky comes out on top as the Seekers come through, and that's going to put Nilly in a tough spot. He's going to try and run to safety, but Trent too quick onto the site in way of the blast packs. Is Valid once more allowed to plant this spike, working towards that orbital strike. Meanwhile, the defense, yeah, scattered the wrong side of the map. We've got Lear all on his lonesome.
But again, it just feels so late. It feels like the timing is off for these to come through, for these to be effective. What a shot as well. Could take down Zeldris. Oh, pure VNS almost. In the last couple of rounds here of this first half, for OR, for the fans of OR, you're hoping it goes their way, but now expecting the aggression read so well.
I mean, yeah, it's desperation at this point.
The two ultimates available that OR had, and they got nothing.
Dealt with, yep, as a blast pack will force the defuse to come off, but the kills are coming through, and Jonah 6 with 3 HP. Gonna cut it down to Jonah P, who tries to spray on through, and OREsports have done it, and eBay thrifty. With that raise, he's still healthy enough to send out the util, though. Not healthy enough to get through the incendiary. VNS, good start to the round. Unfortunately, he's dealt with, and Fallon gets 2 right back, but not before Jonah pushes through a res and a kill. And just like that, the Garter back in the driver's seat, 1 player ahead, as Lear and Zeldris can only hope to pick up the pieces here. Spike to be planted. Showstopper out. Unfortunately, Zeldris doesn't quite make it through the door. Shots into Hookah, and it's only damage traded. No, that rocket gets absolutely nothing. So the paint shells are trying to keep him at bay, and it's all up to Zeldris. Net low in HP, so he'll tuck away. Jonah P, first to play the tap. Net with no utility. As the flash comes through, it finds nothing. Jonah now looking to swing, gonna play the jump peek, and the health it continues to whittle away, but Zeldris has to go aggressive and make the play. In the 1v2, against all odds, Jonah P just playing the jiggle so perfect, and shots through the wall. Whoop.
It's still very much doable here for OR. There's a crossfire, but as the wall goes down, it becomes so much more difficult to get any value out of it. This Trend manages to get 2. Net coming from a flank as well.
1 enemy remaining.
And Net's just here. Net is absolutely...
Tex gonna handle it, and after that, immediately a wall. I mean, that push already so well slowed down.
And is that for real? Right? That your thought at the start of the round. Is that really how this round starts for OREsports? Again, they just cannot catch a break. Zeldris wants to go aggressive, and Tex is just a crazy person finding that kill in a 1-for-2 trade when you're down 11-2. That just feels awful. There's a lot of time left.
Yep.
A teleporter still available. OREsports in the trenches. Nilly in the trenches. Beautiful paint shells. The util, it just keeps getting better.
Yeah, it just gets better and better somehow for the guard, for Trent. Because now, they know exactly where the last 2 players of OREsports are gonna be located. And they can't push forward.
There.
Can't get too much done here.
1 enemy remaining. 1 enemy remaining.
Okay, well, I mean, Jonah P just playing time so perfectly. Unfortunately, the Phantom penetrates just a bit better.
Potentially even a better score than they did in Pearl.
I've got your trail.
Okay, that's the start that the guard were hoping to find. Or not the guard, excuse me, OREsports, right? Get Zeldris in there, allow him to find a kill, and they've done so. That is traded at the end of the day as Jonah 6 gets a little too aggressive up atop the box, and Trent will deal with that aggression, says anger management for...
Couldn't seem possible, and Trent getting an opener, that should be it for OR.
It is the firing squad here on the other side, though. The boombox came out, but there's just no music behind it. Nilly gonna get 2 kills of his own as Valorant tries to hang on, running out of time. Lear on the opposite side of the wall. Is he expecting this? No, he wasn't. Lear on the angle of... Here comes the showstopper, though, deep into the back sight, and nobody pipes. So nobody damaged theirs. As 1 singular seeker makes its way onto the sights. Orbital strike available, not quite used just yet. As Net finds a kill onto Zeldris. Trent finds 2 of his own. And there's that orbital strike that you mentioned. Now flash on the backside as VNS just wanted to try and play post plant, but he's already used the incendiary to keep the flank at bay. Now Nilly tries to stay alive inside the pit. Unfortunately, he's dealt with, and that'll do it. The guard do guard things, and they slam this one shut. There is no page in this guard book of OREsports. Scribbled out, X'd out, an investor flawless.